What's cracking? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. This is the next installment of my Stick Twisted Thought process called It's Pink. I am your host, Pinky. I have a couple things to talk to you guys about, which I'm sure you already know that. Hockey season is just about upon us. Go Kings, go. Go Hawks, go. Yeah, whatever. Preseason is looking pretty interesting. Some major trades were made over the off season, and I think this is going to be the year for the Kings, which I'm praying about, so nobody can blame me for, another win by them. So, let me get right to it, kids. I want to talk to you guys first about the Sumo Sagato Memorial show that happened this past September 7th, 2013. Didn't really know this person, but he was a member of the wrestling community, so rest forever in peace, Mr. Sagato. All the proceeds for that show went to his daughter Aurora for her college fund. If you'd like to donate as well, I believe the website is www.marksumosagatomemorialfund.net. I believe that's what it is, or do your research online. All the proceeds make sure that she gets to college and has a great education. The pre-show for this, the pre-match show kicked off with Ruben Iglesias versus Jay Fury. I had no idea who Jay Fury was. Okay, I think I know why I didn't know that. But Ruben Iglesias actually kicked the show off with a great match against Jay Fury, and Ruben Iglesias wins. Now we get to the main event. Main event show. It kicked off with a 10-bell salute. All the wrestlers came out to the ring. Mark's girlfriend, Stephanie Hairslip, bless your heart, sweetheart, for singing the national anthem. I could tell this was very difficult for her to sing at her loved one's memorial show. I was very proud of her. You go, girl. First match was for the AWS Alternative Wrestling Show. Light heavyweight title. El Ridiculoso, their champion, versus Human Tornado. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Tornado made an immediate substitution with his crew called THC, consisted of the Human Tornado, Terex, and Cedric the Hitman. He substituted the match with Cedric the Hitman, which actually was a very, very fantastic match, which turned into a 6-man tag with Ridiculously Big and Sexy Chino versus THC, Terex, Human Tornado, and Cedric the Hitman. There were so many fouls and low blows and standing moonsaults, I couldn't even see straight. But the team of THC wins the match. It was actually pretty darn good. Tornado, you're making a comeback, buddy. I like it. The next match was for the 6-pack challenge. Leo Blaze versus Seville the Thrill versus Venice Dragon versus Freddie Bravo versus Bobby Rios and versus Jacob Tarasso. Holy crap. There were so many high spots in this. I believe my favorite was how everybody usually hits their moves, lands their moves, hits it, and then somebody else gets up. Well, it was a complete reverse. Everybody hits their moves and misses it. Winner of that match was Leo Blaze. Hey Leo, how you doing? Going into the next one, which is a triple threat elimination tag team match for the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Heritage Tag Team Championship. The contestants were P.P. Ray, Pretty Peter Avalon, I cannot say that without getting tongue-tied, hi Peter, Ray Rosas, versus the Revolution, consisting of Simon Lotto and Jason Andrews, versus Rated 2G, Bad Blood, and Jerome LTP Robinson. I want to make sure I got the names right. Oh my gosh. P.P. Ray put on a show for the ages. Peter Avalon, you are the man. He was the sole survivor and winner of this match. Peter, I don't know where you got your stamina from, young man, but have mercy, did you put on a hell of a match. I called this one Match of the Night. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Peter he went off. It was like I got to see somebody new. I loved it. P.P. Ray, you're a sole survivor. And the aftermath celebration, which was cut short, was pretty darn funny. Next match goes into the Sumo Memorial Battle Royal. Let me give you the contestants for that. Ali Hussein, Mikey O'Shea, Killer Gorilla, Ruben Iglesias, Jay Fury, Ryan J. Morals, Sexy Gino, Biggie Biggs, Terex, Jody Sutton, Dark Ness, Dexter Millhouse, Anderson Bain, Jacob Terrasso, and El Ridiculoso. I almost thought Chino had this one. Chino was actually one of the last two men involved in this match, along with Killer Gorilla. I was actually hoping for like the biggest upset of the night, which would have been Chino winning. Well, that didn't go over too well. One flying moonsault into the arms of Killer Gorilla, and Killer Gorilla tosses him out onto the freaking hard concrete. And your winner of the first inaugural Sumo Memorial Battle Royal is Killer Gorilla. What was really cool was after the match, the announcer, made the announcement that Killer Gorilla won, and to present the award to the winner was Sumo's daughter, Aurora. She gets in the ring, gives Killer Gorilla the trophy, and he holds her hand up. She holds his hand up first. He drops to one knee, pretty much bowing to her. What we didn't see on tape was after he gets out the ring, he hands the trophy over to Stephanie. That was pretty cool. That was very heart touching, because I wasn't expecting Killer Gorilla to be that sweet. Well, character-wise, at least. That was a very good one. Now, going into, let me back up here. Going into the Alpha Omega title, Scorpio Sky versus Jacob the Riot Diaz. Hey, bro. Hey, Sky. How you doing? Second match of the night. Diaz took all Sky had to dish out and then some, and made his own comeback. Your winner and new Alpha Omega World Champion, Jacob the Riot Diaz. Jacob, you are the man. That was fantastic. I have seen this young man wrestle when I started going back in EWF, let's say back in 2008. This kid has grown up, has come such a long way. Family man now, doing his thing. I am very, very proud of you. Good job. Now, this next match I'm going to present to you is the Fans Bring No Weapons match. The human horror film Supreme versus Willie Mack. Well, fans brought belts, chairs, kendo sticks. I think somebody brought a TV antenna from an old school TV. What did Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams, and I bring? A big box of cornflakes, which has been now dubbed Hardcore Cornflakes. Hardcore Cornflakes. That was hilarious. I got to put the box of cornflakes underneath the ring. That's where they wanted everything done. And the first weapon brought out was the antenna, which was used on Willie Mack, and I mean in the most inhumane of ways. And then Supreme's valet, hey girly girl, how you doing, breaks out the big box of cornflakes. I can say I absolutely marked out. That was all me. Thank you for the idea, Renegade. I got to execute it. That was fun! He takes it, busts it over Willie Mack's head, and then tears it like he's about to eat it, and then does one of these, and cornflakes everywhere. The crowd is chanting hardcore cornflakes for like 95% of this match. And if you don't know why they call him the human horror film Supreme, you might want to Google him. That man was busted open from ear to ear. Your winner of the last match of the night, Supreme. Thank you guys so much at the show we went to for having us there. We were supposed to do a few other things, but time wasn't permitted to do all that, so we couldn't bring you our interviews that we normally do and all that. But thank you guys so much for having us. It was such a blast to be there. Now, going into the latest WWE pay-per-view Night of Champions. Just about every champion retained. I'll get into matches and all that. I'm sorry guys, this was not your first class pay-per-view as WrestleMania was, as SummerSlam was, which I'm sure a lot of people are still upset how Randy Orton won the title. You can't really get mad at the boy. Thank you, Renegade, for really, boo. He's booing my Randy, whatever. You can't really hate the man for winning the title. You can hate the man for how he won it. Thank you, Triple H, and your disgusting, despicable self turning into a junior Vince McMahon with your short hair looking all old and shit. Whatever. Let's get to the matches. The pre-show for a tag title shot was Primetime Players, Millions of Dollars, versus Tons of Fun, the Usos, 3MB, and the Real Americans, now consisting of Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro, who I know better as Double C, Claudio Castagnoli. PTP wins and gets the title shot later on in the show. The first match was for the Intercontinental title, Curtis Axel versus Kofi Kingston. Now, show kicks off with Triple H running his mouth as usual, and out comes Paul Heyman. Wants to whine and cry about the 2-on-1 handicap elimination match that was to happen later on in the show. Well, so Triple H made him pay for it. He had to leave ringside, well, which he came back for. Had to leave ringside, and Curtis Axel had the first match of the night. Curtis Axel and Kofi Kingston, I love these two in any type of match. They put on a match of the night, I would say. Curtis Axel defeats Kofi Kingston with a hellified, and I do mean hellified. It looked like a clothesline into a swinging neck breaker. Yeah, I'll give the correct names of that. That was a fantastic match full of high-flying, missed moves, made moves, and the crowd was completely hot from this point on. Your winner and still Intercontinental Champion, Curtis Axel. His lineage is legendary. There is a reason why he was able to win the Intercontinental title on Father's Day. God rest his soul, Curtis. Kurt Hennig, that is. It was really nice to see that match. Now, the Fatal 4-Way for the Divas title, AJ Lee versus Natalya versus Brie Bright, who dressed as Rainbow Bright, which I thought was totally cute, versus Naomi. These girls put on a match. Unfortunately, AJ Lee and her psychotic self had to sneak in for the win. I honestly think either Naomi or Natalya should have won this match. Hopefully, these girls will get Divas title reign pretty soon. Next match for the World Heavyweight title, which went to a disqualification. I was totally not happy with this match. RVD versus Alberto Del Rio. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get it right. RVD versus Alberto Del Rio. For a match of this quality, you would think it wouldn't be so box-filled. It was from the opening bell to the ending bell. I have never been so disappointed. I mean, Grant, I love you, Rob, and love you, Alberto, but come on now, you two could do so much better than what I saw. What I saw was two guys trying to hurry up, get through a match, and it ends on a disqualification because Del Rio would not release the arm bar. I was not happy about that. That is not how you end a World Heavyweight title match. Really? Really, Alberto? So you can walk out still champion, but not put on a fantastic match? I do. Whatever. That was not cute. Next match was Fandango versus The Miz. Oh, I'm sorry. Miz Co-Inferno. Yes, WCW reference, if you guys have no idea who I'm talking about. We're talking about Disco Inferno from WCW. The Miz wins with a submission, and we go to the match that the fans were clamoring to see. The no disqualification, elimination, handicap match. Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman versus CM Punk. CM Punk put on a show, and oh my God, Curtis Axel, you delivered twice. You go, boy. You go, boy. Although you did tap out to the Anaconda Vice, who wouldn't do that? The crowd goes nuts because we now get to see Paul Heyman in the ring alone with CM Punk, which didn't last too long because a certain Ryback had to interfere in the match, pulls Paul Heyman to cover CM Punk, and CM Punk suffers the worst humiliation, with the exception of the powerbomb that happened about 3 years ago. Really? Not cool. That is not how you end that match. You should have given the fans what they wanted. You should have given them CM Punk beating the crap out of Paul Heyman, which did happen, and CM Punk winning the match. Ryback, really? You had to stick your nose in something that didn't belong to you. You were very fond of doing that, Skippy jerk. I still say, what the hell? Next match for the United States title, Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Hey, Dolphy, how you doing? Spectacular match. I love this one. This one was pretty darn good. I loved watching him work in the ring. That ass and them shorts. Hello, Dolphy. Hashtag that ass. DATASS. Dean was hilarious in this match between the facial expressions and him running around the ring trying to get away from Dolph. Well, Dean Ambrose ends up winning anyway. That's okay. He wins clean. He doesn't need interference. There was no disqualification. There was no count out. It was a clean-cut victory for Dean Ambrose. It seems that Dean and the Shield are seriously making some headway. Hopefully, we'll see some changes in the championship lineup pretty soon. I'm gunning for Dean Ambrose to become champion by Royal Rumble. World Heavyweight Championship or WWE Championship. I do not care. He needs a world title, and I mean soon. Dolph Ziggler, it's time for you to come back to the top, baby doll. Get your title back. And Renegade, why are you shaking your head? Renegade's silly. The match for the tag team titles, Primetime Players versus the Shield. It seems to me, and somebody stop me if I'm wrong, since Darren Young has come out the closet, he did, that Primetime Players has been getting some severe pushes. Do you have to be gay to get a push in the WWE now? Weird. I'm not sure if I like that. The Shield wins with the spear from Roman Reigns. Really, Roman? Really? You couldn't just let Seth Rollins have this one. No. You had to deliver a spear. I thought I love you, darling. It's time for you to step to the side and let Seth Rollins have it. The match that everybody came to see. For the WWE title, Randy Orton, champion, and Renegade is still booing, versus Daniel Bryan. Let me give you my personal notes. Hot crowd from beginning to end. Fantastic match all the way around. Daniel Bryan even pulled out a move from my boy in Impact Wrestling, Chris Sabin, hashtag hesitation draw kick, to the head, knee to the face, and your winner, finally, Daniel Bryan, until the next night on Raw. Yeah. I can understand why the fans wanted their money back, because this was supposed to be Night of Champions. Championships should have changed hands, except it did, but it kind of didn't. You only had one title change hands, and that was the WWE title. Why couldn't we have every championship match to have a new champion? That would provide some new blood for WWE, new fans, and the fans that have been there seeing, the transition of these players to be in the spotlight. But you still have the same people. What is wrong with you? Oh, Triple H is what's wrong with you. What's best for business? I'll tell you what's best for business, Paul Michael Levesque. What's best for business is some new blood in these championships, whether it be tag, divas, or both heavyweight titles. We need some new blood. I'm tired of seeing the same people hold the same flipping belts. Get somebody new. Now, I had the opportunity over the last couple weeks to meet Rob Van Dam. He was so cool. I think I was a little shaky and all that good stuff. But hi, Rob. It was awesome meeting you. Couple of things. It's been really crazy at the Casa, so forgive us for the lack of shows that's been going up. It's been absolutely nuts, but hopefully things will calm down. We can get back to our regular routine. Until next time, I'm not sure when my next episode will be. Until next time, I am Pinky. This has been In the Pink, and I'll check you next time.